Harbor One Hotline, the host of You Better You Bet and an Audacy sports betting insider, Nick Kostos. Insider calls are presented by BetMGM. Check out all the latest lines right now on the BetMGM app. And make sure you're listening to the You Better You Bet podcast for more of Nick's analysis. Just search You Bet wherever you find your podcasts. Hey, Nick.
Hey, what's going on? Great to be on with you guys. Happy 60th birthday, Greg. It's a big day.
It's not 60.
That's what Shime told me, man.
It is 57. And
okay.
Quite frankly,
we'll round up.
I feel and look like I'm 31. So it's a mood. It's a vibe.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Please, I cringed hearing you say the words, it's a vibe just now.
I mean,
you're only as old as how you feel.
Right.
Doesn't know Skilo, but knows it's a vibe.
And when you say you look like you're 31, is that without your glasses?
I think my guy Greg looks pretty good.
Nick,
Okay.
thank you very much. I feel the same about you. I really do.
Well, one of us is right.
Help us out when it comes to we'll talk Pats Commanders later, but I want to start with Miami and the Chiefs.
Well, one of the best regular season games of the season. Mm-hmm. Let's send it to Frankfurt. This game's going to be played in Germany on Sunday morning for people that didn't know. So, set your alarms a little early, 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff time. I'll give you, really simplified analysis of this game. Basically, the point spread's 1.5. Kansas City's favored. I get to bet Patrick Mahomes to win or lose the game. I'll bet him to win. I'll bet the Chiefs here minus 1.5, and I'll side with Mahomes. And if I lose, I'll tip. I'm not wearing one right now, but I would tip the proverbial cap to win the Miami Dolphins. I'll bet the Chiefs, and I'll feel really great about it, and feel like I enter the 1:00 slate on Sunday with some extra money in my pocket, thanks to the Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Okay.
All right. Well, what about my game?
What's your issue with Miami? Just that you don't feel like they've beaten any really good teams?
Well, I think it's probably less an issue with Miami, although you are right. In their two what we call test games this year against Buffalo and Philadelphia. They got Boston both of those games. But this is less about Miami. Miami's going to start to evolve into something different as the season goes on. Obviously, Patriots fans saw Jalen Ramsey last week, so he's back now. Still not 100% healthy. They have yet to play with their full secondary intact with Xavier Howard and Javon Holland, and that gives Vic Fangio all his chess pieces to play with on defense. So I do think Miami's going to be a problem as the season goes on, as long as Tua stays healthy. This is much less about Miami, and it's just more about I get to bet on Mahomes to win a football game. And like I said, I'm willing to be wrong and I'm willing to lose that bet. It's a bet that I place with supreme confidence.
Yeah, well, plus it looks like Travis Kelce will have his binky with him in Germany.
She's showing up?
Is that where, I thought her tour was in Japan. It's
Originally they were saying that she was going to try to make it happen. This morning I saw a report that she's too in tour mode.
Was that from Florio?
Oh, God.
Eric Shun, actually.
I'm very into, I think we talked about this on the show a month ago. I'm very into the Kelsey, Taylor Swift relationship.
Stop it.
It's nice.
Thank
Stop
you.
it.
Why can't you watch two people like each other? That's kind of cool, right?
Define being very into it.
When they show her in the stands, I don't my stomach doesn't start to turn. I'm actually okay, I like this. This is kind of cool.
Yep.
Also, her music's objectively great. So there you go.
Thank you. Nick,
It's not even up for
Kostos,
debate,
man.
I don't think.
Did you have a few drinks before you came on this morning? Every time I see her in the suite, it looks like she's trying way too
God,
hard.
that's her.
That's her.
No.
She's awkward.
You're a megastar, and you're doing. You got your own little handshake with Brittany Mahomes, and you're boo bumping.
Oh. Yeah, it's almost just she's just a regular person who happens to be very
Oh
talented.
yeah, because every time I watch football games, I see regular people in the suites doing handshakes.
Listen, she's awkward that, and that is what it is. So listen, I'm not saying she's not awkward. I'm just saying that I like it. That's it.
And Nick, just to let you know, she is in Buenos Aires, not in Tokyo. Tokyo's
she's in
year.
Argentina. Absolutely, the home of the World Cup champions. I love it.
Nick, what about this game? Ravens -6 hosting the Seahawks.
What do you think of this game?
I love the Ravens.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be way wrong here. I'll take 6 with Seattle just because I feel like it's like a bridge too far from a number perspective. I don't have a real read on this game. It does kind of feel like, Wiggy, to your point, like the Ravens-Lions game a couple weeks ago. And look, it's one of the worst bets I've made all season, and there have been a lot of doozies. I bet Detroit +3. Ravens beat them 38-6. Now, the difference between that game and this game is 3 points on the spread, where the Ravens are 6 now. They were 3 a couple weeks ago. So, I would lean towards taking the 6 with Seattle, but I don't feel great about it. You could very well be right. That's not one of my favorite games this week.
Nick, I think we also have to look at this Philadelphia-Dallas game, another great game in the 4 o'clock window there. Where do you kind of lean? I mean, Philly has kind of owned this matchup for the most part in the regular season. It feels like Philly, even though they have struggled at times, is just one of the best teams in football because they're just so powerful. A.J. Brown is a monster. Where do you stand right now on this Philly-Dallas matchup?
By the way, how are your picks doing this year? How are you doing? I'm not even like I'm sincerely asking.
No, I'm not great. I think I'm just shy of 50%.
Listen. Did you have the Bruins last night?
I did have the Bruins last
Hell
night.
yeah, you did.
I'm talking football bets. Hockey bets, I am well over 55%.
Excuse us.
Well, now we have the hockey tout Chris Scheim. I absolutely love it.
Well over 50%.
Nick, I even have my own intro.
Well, what's that? 53%?
He said 55%. So.
No, I believe at last check I was like 57.5%.
All right, so
I like how the percentages have started to climb now as the answers have started to. First it was 50, now it's 53, now it's 50.
I said over 55%, and so I believe the last time I checked was 57.5.
Scheim may be the worst wagerer in the history of waging.
I got to tell you, I know a lot of wagerers, and I would have a hard time believing that Scheim's worse than some of them.
Thank you, Nick.
So yeah, listen, most people lose. The fill them at 11. Eagles, Cowboys. I'll bet the over in the game. It's been bet up to 47, which is like a key number in NFL totals. Think of the way scoring operates in the NFL. I'll still bet the over in this game. Like, think about Philly's defense last week. The back end of this defense gets cooked. Sam Howell destroyed them last week. Eagles still won and covered. Thank God I needed it because I bet them. And on the flip side, like to Shine's point, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts unstoppable. If I had to bet the side, I'd take the 3 with Dallas, but I don't have to because I'm an American. And damn it, I don't have to do things I don't want to do except for pay taxes. I'll bet the over 47 with Dallas and Philly.
The other question I had for you, the Monday night matchup, the Chargers at the Jets. The Jets suck, and yet they continue to find ways to win football games.
From the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook.
Yeah, exactly. That's somehow the Pittsburgh Steelers like 5-2. It's remarkable. So the Jets are currently 3.5-point dogs in that Monday night game. I just feel like the Chargers are going to bungle this up. It may just be a gut play here, but I kind of want to take the Jets.
Sure, we'll share some. Do you have? Yes, really bad reference. Nickelodeon guts. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Nice, I like that.
We'll have Mike O'Malley and Mo, right? Mo was the I loved Mo at the podium. The Agro Craig.
What are you, 14?
What are we talking about? Well, yeah, man, I'm 40. This is when like Guts was in like my heyday as a kid. Global Guts also.
Mike Gundy.
My senior year of college, we used to not be sober,
right.
And there used to be a TV channel. I don't know if anyone remembers this, called Nickelodeon Gas.
Sure do. Games and Entertainment.
Games and Sports, I think it was. Well, that would be something else. So word out, that would be GAE. It was Nickelodeon Gas, Games and Sports, and it was like old reruns of Double Dare and Legends of the Hidden Temple and Guts. And we used to bet on these episodes before they started, pick someone before the episode started.
God.
Oh yeah,
this is what a nerd conversation sounds like.
Listen, I don't hide from it. I am a major nerd, 100%. And I'll bet the Jets on Monday night plus the 3.5. I agree with you, Scheim.
It's like
Thank you.
Chaim Bloom and Craig Breslow trapped in an elevator together. Nerd level. That nerd level.
You ever seen Nickelodeon's Gas?
I'm a huge nerd. 100%.
What about let's get to the meat of the matter here. Pats Commanders.
Is that the meat of the matter?
Well, for us it is.
I guess so. So earlier in the week, I laid just like something that people can think about, and you don't have to be like a pro bettor or hashtag like Ryan the film to be able to know things like this. So on Monday, the point spread of the game is Patriots minus 2.5, and all the reports are out there that the Commanders are going to trade people. Like Jay Glazer on Fox said it on Sunday. They're going to trade at least one of their defensive linemen. They ended up trading 2 on Tuesday. So that's where I feel like you can bet Patriots minus 2.5, and you know that you're going to get the best of the number around the most key number. So it goes up to 3.5. Now it's settled at 3. Just you don't have to be a pro to be able to see things like that about to happen and be able to make a valuable bet. Now that the point spread is 3, I don't really have a lot of interest here. I actually think there's a case to be made even without Young and Sweat. The Commanders might be better on a neutral right now than New England. The loss of Kendrick Bourne obviously is pretty devastating. Think about what an indictment that sentence is on this team. I think it could be a big game for Pop Douglas. I'm looking at him in props this weekend. Only the Commanders for me on Sunday, but I have no interest in betting the game at the current point spread.
All right, Nick, as always, a pleasure.
All right.
And we will check in with you again next week.
Looking forward to it. Wishing everybody minimal sweats, winning bets, the absolute very best of luck, and a very happy birthday to you, my friends.
Thank you.
You got it.
The host of You Better You Bet and an Audacy Sports Betting Insider, Nick Kostos.